Episode 60.
60.
Happy Halloween, friends.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Shit, man.
Week off and we're back.
Yeah, sweet vacation. I actually forgot to post the vacation pic.
What was the vacation pic?
I'll show you.
Is it your testicles?
I don't have it with me, but...
Sorry, we were just discussing before we start, so I'm going to finish this conversation. I'm going out of town for a week.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing the wife and kids with me, and I work with this, like, fucking loser. Loser.
Well, okay, so what makes him so bad?
He's
just, like, odd?
He's annoying. He's, like... He's dangerous, number one.
He's dangerous.
Dangerous to work with. Accident prone.
Oh.
Scary dude. So he's like,
Dangerous his middle name.
Danger is his middle name. So he's like, let me know what hotel you get. I'll get one. I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to find one with, like, we need at least a fridge and a microwave for the little guy and shit like that. The best part about fruit
you got
flies.
A friend there.
Best part about fruit flies is no one else can see the fruit fly
you look
except
like
for
a
the
fucking
person.
Lunatic.
So you look like you're like, whoa, what the fuck?
I'm trapped in this fucking box.
That's my favorite part about fruit
Chris
flies.
is becoming a mime. That's going to be his new.
It's
job.
always been a passion of mine.
Yeah.
And mime. Pardon the pun.
So bad.
I love it. And so the guy's like, all right, let me know what hotel you're at. And I texted him yesterday. I'm like, I just got an Airbnb just because it was easier. He's only staying the one night anyways.
Oh, so
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And
did he ask to stay with you?
I hope he wasn't, like, even if it was just me and him, I'm not sharing a room with anybody I work with. Like, companies, we're going out of town. The company's paying for it. We're getting two rooms.
Yeah,
I'm not
your own fucking
I'm
room.
a fucking grown ass man. I'm not bunking up like a fucking sleepover, like, fuck off. So I texted him. I'm like, I'll let you know what I decide. And I'm like, hey, I'm just getting an Airbnb because we need a kitchen, basically. Crickets. Never even responded.
Pissed. He wanted to share.
Oh, he wanted to snuggle.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's gonna tell on me.
He's gonna tell on you.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway, sorry about that, folks.
What was the price difference?
It was $160 a night for the Airbnb.
And probably
it was like $130 for a regular hotel room.
Yeah. Close enough.
Dude, we would go out of town on jobs like this, and we were getting, like, suites that were like a couple $100 a night.
Yeah, I was gonna say like $300 a night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
suites, multiple rooms.
Dude, Airbnbs, you get a whole house.
Yeah. Well,
most of the time, or like a nice apartment.
Yeah, this is an
condo.
This place looks like the Unabomber's cabin, and I'm pretty sure it is. They just picked it up and moved it to Parry Sound, Ontario, stuck it on the side of a lake. It's it's got a little kitchen, it's got a little living room, and it's got one bedroom, but it is a cabin. It's I bet you it's not much bigger than the bunkie at my dad's place.
Is there heat or
heat?
Okay, that's
running
good.
water.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
all you need.
That's all you
I don't
need.
give a
Especially
fuck.
right now, it's getting fucking cold.
Well, apparently it's snowing up there. So
oh shit!
Yeah. It's north, very north.
Yeah,
of
it
here.
is. It's They were we went out to Kelsey's last night and we picked up Steve and Monica, and I was walking to go knock on their door. And I'm like, is it fucking snowing? You know when it's like a misty rain?
Yeah.
So it was like that, but it was cold enough where it was like starting to like.
Sorry, I think I'm gonna sneeze.
Don't do it. Bless you.
Thank you.
And it was like starting to freeze, so it wasn't quite snow yet, but it wasn't rain.
It was garbage.
Like, this
sleet.
Sucks.
They call it.
Just fucking snow already if you're gonna fucking do it.
Fucking weather turned quick.
Yeah, literally last week it was like 20. And then that weekend, or I guess like Sunday or Monday, it dropped down to fucking cold.
Very.
Yes.
Very cold. Canada.
Yeah, I'm loving the sweater
surprised.
today.
Thank you. I'm actually going out sailing later.
Sick.
So I figured this would be appropriate.
That's a perfect sailing sweater.
I think so. It
really is.
I really like
it's
it.
A great Christmas sweater too.
It's multi-purpose.
Yeah.
As the girl at the store said, you can dress it up or dress it down.
There you go. Wow.
I didn't even know that both of those things were options, but now
I do.
Now I can dress it up and down. Yeah. Whatever the fuck that means. I'm not exactly a fashionista.
Oh shit.
Okay.
All right, let's
friends,
do this.
We're gonna re-review Suntory whiskey, and it really took me very hard to not do that in a Japanese accent. Suntory whiskey Toki from the House of Suntory Whiskey, established in 1923. This is a Japanese blend whiskey. Although I believe now that we've established and drank a few blends, blend does not necessarily mean bad.
No,
In
definitely
fact,
not.
many times it can mean good. So I'm just going to do a little splash.
Yeah, sure.
And then if you want that square ice cube.
Are they big square ones?
Yeah, which is nice because they don't let a
That's
lot of
dope.
water out, but they cool it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's dope. Yeah, Chris got fancy. He's got this little pouch. It's like a little cooler pouch, and there's giant ice cubes in it. That's fucking sick. All right.
Smells good.
It does smell good. So for those that don't know,
Yeah, give the backstory on this.
we reviewed this whiskey, but we kind of fucked up because I guess Audrey bought the bottle. She bought us this whiskey, this Japanese whiskey, and then also a coffee whiskey. I forget which coffee whiskey it was.
Cavi or something like that. Cavani, I don't know.
Anyways, we had the coffee whiskey first, and then the same day, and then we tried this. So our taste buds were skewed from like right off the hop.
And this was also when we would just be like 3.8 or 7.9.
Yeah, we would just throw out a number. It was for sure our lowest rating, but it wasn't a fair rating because we didn't just try this. We didn't have anything to like cleanse the palate. Nothing. It was like coffee whiskey. You rinsed your glass out and had a swig of water, and then we dove into this.
And we hated it.
Yeah, both of us fucking hated it.
I've already tried this, so I'm going to reserve, not going to say anything till you have yours. It's good.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's like sour.
Oh, I did not get that taste.
Sour or bitter. I don't.
I thought my first sip was fantastic,
Okay.
but we'll go through it.
Also, for those wondering, it's also 10:40 a.m. on a Sunday.
They weren't wondering what time it was. Thanks for baiting our scene. What the fuck is the other fucking criteria?
Tell me which ones you have written down, and I'll tell you. Struggling hard, eh?
It's early, bro.
See, now they're not wondering.
No. Now they're like, why do they keep saying it's early?
Yeah. It's 4:00 in the afternoon, Chris.
What do you think of their virgin?
I'm gonna go 7.5 on the virgin. I don't know. Like, I gotta try it again, but to me, it almost seemed like sour or bitter.
I'm gonna go
Like as soon as it entered my mouth.
I'm gonna go 8.4.
You liked it.
It was a good. Whatever I got was good.
Yeah.
Very smooth, very tasty.
It's got flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got good flavor.
Yeah. He really shit on this whiskey.
Yeah,
when
we did. Sure did.
Yeah.
What I do remember us really shitting on was the burn that lingers after, or like there's like that acid reflux. burn.
I have that right now.
Yeah, it doesn't last
not
too
huge.
long, and it's not as bad as I remember.
Subtle, but it's there.
And it's no worse or better than most of the shit we drink, anyways. I would say.
I think the reason I shit on it was because I thought it had no flavor. But again, I just had that coffee whiskey.
We said it had no flavor, and it just burned.
Yeah,
What's the review?
Just tasted like alcohol, and
Fucking
it doesn't.
Idiots.
Yeah. I like the smell though. I don't know what it is.
It smells really good.
Like one of the best smelling whiskeys we've had.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 8.8 on the smell. Yeah,
Pretty
I'm a
much
fan.
right there with you. 8.7.
It's kind of
Smells great.
It's kind of deceiving
Very.
because it's a very light whiskey.
I wasn't expecting much.
And usually the light whiskeys are not heavy on flavor, and I find like the smells.
It
not
smells like
always-
very alcohol.
Yeah, and this is not.
No, this is great. Okay, second taste in the books.
I get a little tingly on my tongue. Holy shit, these are gigantic.
Yeah. Oh, spilled it.
Slippery.
Slippery when wet, buddy. Holy shit. Second taste, I definitely am tasting something a little bit
How much you want? Just a
about
little.
the same amount. I can't get wild at 10 in the morning.
Is that good?
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm getting like a little bit of a strange flavor, but I wonder if that's just because this is not like we're used to North American whiskeys. We're used to fucking British whiskeys.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is just like a byproduct of being from the fucking East and Asia
Yeah, maybe,
that we're
yeah.
not familiar with.
Yeah. There's something that's like biting my tongue, and I don't know what it is. Like the very tip. I also didn't get all that bitter. Maybe it was just because it's early and
Yeah, you probably had coffee on the way here.
I had coffee before I left. Yeah. But yeah, what do we got there? Smoothness, finish, and flavor.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like with the ice?
It's pretty good, honestly. It's not much of a difference, I don't find. Changed a little bit.
It took away that bite that I was getting.
I didn't get the bite even on my second straight up shot.
Yeah.
I'm finding it hard to find much wrong with this, I'll be honest with you.
I think it's very smooth.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to go 9.1 on smoothness.
Okay.
It's there with everything I've ever had.
Yeah. I'll mimic you on that because it is my flavor. I'm going to say this is 8.7.
Okay.
8.7. Again, I wish I was better with.
I wish I could identify the flavors.
Like stuff in it, but it's very tasty.
I'm going to go 9.0.
Okay.
And the reasoning for that
9 flat
is it has it has good flavor. Again, what you said, can't pick out what the flavor is, but it also has a unique flavor to it.
Yes.
It's quite different.
And I think it's to your point
that
it's
an Asian whiskey. It's from Japan.
It's from Japan.
Do shit differently.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a Japanese whiskey because they're doing something else to it.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's like unique in that sense.
I would love to try a bottle that's not blended.
Yeah, I think we got to do some research and find some more Japanese whiskeys. But right now, this is a tale of two fucking episodes because the first one I'm like, I'm never drinking Japanese whiskey again or some shit probably.
I'd never wanted to touch this bottle again.
I know. You were dreading. We almost reviewed it 7 times by now and you're like,
yeah, because
no.
the weekend after, I think we were watching like the UFC fight or some shit and it was like me, you, Eric and Rob or somebody.
Yeah.
And we're like, we have a nice bottle, but there's not much left of it. After that, we have 2 shitty, or ones we didn't like. We had the Gibson 12 or the Japanese.
And both of those are very, very good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Japan.
What's the last one? Finish? So my finish is going to be a little lower. Not crazy, but just due to that acid reflex, burn, afterburn, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's just sitting there. And it's not heavy. You're right there?
Yeah, I'm just
praying to the gods.
I'm just actually was like just trying to take it all in.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I will say it's a 7.8 on the finish.
Yeah, I'm higher than you on that.
I'm just not a fan of that. Like,
yeah,
it's just sitting there, and it's sitting there a little longer for me, I think.
This hasn't I just took my sip a couple seconds ago. I haven't even gotten the burn again yet. But I'm not like can't believe we're figuring this out for a while, but I think that's a byproduct of fucking drinking straight liquor. You're going to get some sort of burn.
Yeah, but
some are worse than others. I don't put this we've drank worse in the recent weeks, in my opinion.
Sure.
As far as the finish goes, the flavor lasts the whole way, I find.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, you asked me if I was praying to fucking Jesus, but I was trying to
the gods, not just Jesus.
I was gulping it back like a fucking seagull to try and get all the flavors. But I'm going to go 8.4.
Okay.
On the finish. I find the flavor holds and the burn. There isn't a burn on the way down. There's that very like small burn that's like a byproduct of drinking whiskeys, I find. No, not much different than the other shit we drank before. Mm. So with that said, I'll tally these up.
Let's fucking tally them.
What's your thoughts on this? I'm very pleasantly surprised, obviously.
I'm really looking forward to the next one. I do want to see if these guys Suntory, if they do make one that's not blended. I would imagine because they've got to have others to blend with. But I wonder if some of these blended whiskeys and companies that do them, I don't know how big Suntory is, but if they're only doing, like they do the blended because they're doing smaller batch of two different ones and then making a big batch of their blended.
Well, I think that's what we looked up with the scotches.
But I'm saying like this is their only bottle. Like they don't put out like whiskey 1 and whiskey 2 that they're blending.
I would say this is it. That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the reason that they blend it is based on the ingredients that they have available to them.
Okay.
From what we read, I think it was the Bell's Scotch whiskey. So they'll use a cheaper ingredient, make a larger portion, use a more expensive ingredient, make a smaller portion, then find the perfect blend between the two so you get the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just assuming that's the case for most blends now.
Gotcha.
And I'm not going to look it up because that's the answer.
That's the answer. That's facts. It's the hard, cold truth.
All right. I am an 8.7 on this, and I feel like that's a pretty good representation
Again, we're pretty,
of how I feel about the bottle.
Yeah, we're pretty close. I'm at 8.4. And again, I think
solid,
for me, I think that's where the bottle lands.
Yeah, solid fucking bottle. I'd recommend it to anyone. I don't
know if I would recommend it.
I'd recommend it based on any whiskey drinker.
Yeah, somebody that's been drinking whiskey and likes whiskey
and wants something a little bit different because this is definitely nothing like a Scotch or an Irish whiskey or an American bourbon or a rye.
Yeah.
Although it is, you're drinking whiskey, you wouldn't be able to place it. I would find. So it's definitely unique. So that's why I got it. That's why I'm saying I'd recommend it to whoever the fuck would ask me. Not that anyone would ask me.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you have it. All right. We're going on week 2 here of hockey for me. In like
playing hockey yourself.
Yeah. For, I don't know, haven't played in a year and a half. Feels longer. I feel like 2020 just lasted forever. Like in my head, it was like a 2-year period, but it's really only been a year and a half.
It's
I guess coming up on 2 years.
Last time I played hockey was your birthday, March 2020.
Yep.
And then we went out to a bar after, and I remember writing COVID-19 sample on my water bottle, thinking it was funny because I didn't really think
hilarious. I think my brother did too.
I didn't really think that it was that big of a deal.
Well, at the time, it was like 2 weeks before
the next week.
Oh shit!
No, it was the next week. Everything fucking closed.
No, because we went out to the restaurant. So it wasn't that everything closed. It was that there was information being thrown out in the news, and everybody was scared.
Lockdowns are coming.
Yeah, and we went to a restaurant for Rob's birthday.
Yeah,
and we were the only ones there, and they were setting up because it was St. Patty's Day weekend. They were setting up some DJ was setting up, and it's like, dude, like no
one's coming.
Good for you for getting a paycheck, but
Rob was scared to go out that day.
I remember that.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I don't know, maybe we'll just come back.
Just order a pizza." I could have cared less. Like,
I still don't give a fuck.
We played that. What was it? Burrito throw or burrito toss?
No, that was a different time. We played Switch. That was a different time. That was later.
Really?
Yep.
That was a good fucking game.
So we went out on the Saturday for your birthday, the following Saturday for Rob's, and then 2 days after Rob's birthday.
Everything shut down.
And that's what the world's looked like since.
Yeah. Fucking
at least
crazy.
Here. Although, the Ontario government did announce plans to get rid of all the restrictions and stuff by the next year.
Fuck.
So take the good with the bad, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's been very easy to be very pessimistic this entire time, myself included. So at least it's nice to see a government in Canada saying, okay, we are going to start to move out of this. Because come March
you have to.
of next year, that's 2 fucking years. And it's a bad cold and flu. Like, it's not... It's not what it is. We know we have all the data in the world out there.
Yeah, we just have to move on, though.
Yeah, we got to move on.
We have to.
Yeah.
What are we like? Yeah, literally have to. It doesn't make sense to fucking sit around any longer
and drag this shit out and like get rid of the fucking passports and the mandates. Like enough is a fucking.
It's
enough.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so fucking week 2 today. I was a little skeptical because the rink or rinks, I should say, like we used to play.
You have to show vaccine certificates to get in?
Double vaxxed, have to be. And you have to do.
Are there people checking out the door?
Yep.
Fuck. So dumb.
Fuck, where was I going? Oh,
You
so
were
we
skeptical.
were so we used to play at 7:30 on a Sunday. And it was kind of perfect. There was like a group that was on in front of us, but they would get off like so we got on 7:30, they would get off maybe 7, whatever. They kind of got off like, I don't think it was like, you know how they push in and go like 7:30 and then flood. You're not on until 7:40. So it wasn't like that. We were on like right at 7:30. And then there was another group after us, but I think they offset it by a half hour or something.
Okay.
Because we always got a little bit of extra time. Now, so the guy that organizes it, he's like, they've given me 2 times. There was one that was like 10 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the afternoon.
It's not bad for
I'm
a
like,
Sunday.
not going to be able to do 10 because if I'm up at the cottage, there's no way I'm leaving the
You're getting
cottage
back.
at
Okay,
8.
got it.
You know? And a lot of other people were saying that. They're like, if no shot I can commit to the
What
whole
else are you
season.
doing on a Sunday afternoon anyway? Really?
Yeah, so like 4:30 is perfect. I'm like, wicked. I'm home by 6.
Yep. Have some dinner.
Have some
still
dinner,
hang out.
and I can relax. Whereas before it was like home,
Shower, bed.
stuff my face, shower,
Yeah.
bed, and it's like, how can you? I'm not tired,
No.
and so I was a little eerie about that. But it's fucking weird walking out and it's bright.
Well, for
and
now.
playing like there's windows in the rink.
Oh, and the sun comes through.
Yeah, so certain areas when you're skating, it fucking hits you right in
funny.
the eyes, and it's like fuck. But
Another month, it'll be pretty much dark by the time you get
yeah,
out of
it'll be
there.
fine.
Yeah.
I was so nervous to like step on the ice.
Like, feel like you would be Bambi or something.
Yeah, and I wasn't.
And then that made you more surprised.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck, like
I can
I
skate.
guess it is like riding a bike or whatever.
It
like,
takes 2 laps, I find. Get your
yeah,
legs under you.
literally
2
yeah.
laps.
Try
and
to
you're
find
like,
your edges, and then
yeah, and that's it.
you're good. And that's like Nick's playing with us, and he does power skating like every Monday. And he's like, dude, the first time I stepped on the ice after like COVID and shit, like being able to step on the ice, he's like, just take your time, couple laps, but try to find your edges. Once you find your edges,
Yeah, you're good.
you're solid. First shift, gassed myself.
Yeah.
I haven't been working out in the last like 2 months. Just like I come home, I've got other work to do, and I'm just like, fuck this.
Yeah, you're not making time for it.
You know, so
Yeah.
like I'm not really in shape. And leading up to hockey, I'm like, we got the stationary bike in the garage. I'm like, I'm gonna start working out again.
Fucking stationary bike is the worst ever.
See, I love it.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Oh,
because I don't know. I'm different that way. Like I like having the gym at home.
I just find it
I don't have to-
boring. That's all.
It is.
That's-
So I started to either put a podcast on,
Yeah.
and if the podcast has the option, I'll put it on like YouTube on my phone, or I'll bring my laptop out.
And watch it.
Yeah. Or if it's like I just want to do 30 minutes, find a funny show on Netflix, put an episode on.
That's a good idea.
Usually they're just over 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then you can.
That's perfect. I'll
Make it
cool
work.
down or
Sure.
go extra hard for 2 extra minutes after the episode ends.
How do you find the fucking bike helping your cardio?
I don't know. I haven't used it in the last 2 months.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But-
only good if you use it. I
Yeah,
guess.
but I also have all the equipment too. When I was using it, phenomenal. Like before COVID, and we had the bike in the garage and shit, and I was using it every day or 3 times a week at least. And on the ice, fuck, buddy, I was fine like the entire hour we were on the ice.
Good.
Yeah, so I noticed a huge difference. But fuck, man, I've been so lazy recently, and it's like I do not want to work out. The one thing that has gone to shit is my shot.
Haven't been
2
working
times
on
I
it.
shot at the net on the floor, like on the floor,
Yeah.
on the floor. I'm like, oh, what the
That's
fuck
like
is
when you.
that?
That's like when you're standing over a golf ball and you do your practice swing. Feels good.
Yeah, it feels
hit-
great.
Hit the ball, feels good, and then you see the ball going like 5 feet in front of you. You're like, that swing felt good.
Yeah.
And then I obviously
Impact felt
topped
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? That was me like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I went through like a 2-week stretch where like I'd have like...
You still golfing right now?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's not snowing.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's cold.
I missed last week. I had a funeral, and this
Yikes.
week I'm working out of town.
Sorry
So
about that. Sorry to hear that.
that's fine.
How have you been golfing?
Not bad. I went through like
all
a 2
season?
week up and down.
Yeah.
Like fucking
Good weeks,
golf.
bad weeks?
Yeah, like not as consistent as I would like.
Yeah.
I also put that down to a late season start because if you recall,
Yeah, we didn't.
they closed
courses
golf
didn't
for
open
like
till like what?
2 months.
June?
They closed them in April and May,
And then like
and then June they
end
opened.
of May or beginning of June they
Yeah.
opened.
And I golfed previous to them shutting everything down. And
Yeah.
I might have spoken about it on here, but the guy I was golfing with, it was like, because everyone was like, this is when the media loves lockdowns. I'm not sure if you know this or not.
It gets hits.
All right, but either way, the media also drives a lot of people's perspectives.
Yeah,
So the media
fuck the media.
media was hard into the fucking lockdown narrative,
Yeah.
and they're like, we need the fucking third wave lockdown.
And this guy was all about it.
And this guy was like, we just need to do a fucking Australia. This is so funny in hindsight. And it was fucking dumb then too, but it's equally as dumb now.
Yeah.
It's like, we just need to do something like Australia, lock down and fucking get this shit over with. And I'm like, bro, you know they're going to close golf courses too.
Yeah.
Like,
you're not going to be out here
But
next
people,
week.
again, only think that they're talking about other people breaking the rules. No one wants anything to affect them. And then fucking golf courses closed for 2 months. So anyway, my point is, that day was the first round of the year, and it was like early April.
Yep.
Played well, hit the ball really well for not golfing all winter, felt good. Fucking 2 months off, went back to golf, and it took me... I went through what I would describe as like a typical... I find like the first month of the season, it takes a while to get your touch back around the greens. Irons and getting off the tee are...
I think it's just
they're
finding
okay.
your tempo.
Yeah, I think so.
For like every other
I
club.
find it's like 4 or 5 rounds of golf for me, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of like, I can kind of get to a point where I'm going to be fairly steady. Obviously, you have a bad round, you have a little bit of a better round, but
It's
for the most
whatever.
part, you kind of know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
So the frustrating part to that is now you're doing that as opposed to working that out in March and April. So by the time you get into May, June, July, August, 4 months of solid golf, most of that shit's been kind of worked out. You're working it out now in June in a shorter season, and
Yeah.
like you feel like a fucking idiot,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
and
it's tough.
then like you fucking swing. But for the most part, I thought the season was fine. Like,
I think this is the worst my dad's ever golfed. Ever.
well, I shot around 3 weeks ago, and I don't think I haven't felt like I've played that bad since I was 12 years old.
Yikes.
And like I've shot worse,
Yeah.
but like just how like I was talking about, like I'd hit the ball, swing felt good, and the ball's like,
4 feet.
I'm like, what in the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And just like couldn't shake
It's
it.
so frustrating too.
Yeah.
Especially when it's happening consistently during a round. Fuck. I
It's
get
like-
so mad
I-
at myself, and it's like, fuck, man. Like,
First time in a long time where I was not even remotely upset. I was just kind of like laughing off, like
just
whatever.
whatever.
But in my mind, I'm like, it's October. Number one, we're still golfing, and it's like 20-something degrees out.
Yeah.
That's a good day.
Yeah.
I'm alive. Number two,
Yeah.
I'm on the right side of the grass,
And you're out golfing.
and I'm out golfing. I'm
Like-
like, but I'm just like, I'm not going to let this fucking bug
Nah,
me.
you-
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I didn't get skunked because we play for money.
Yeah.
So like I was able to like sneak a couple
a
holes
hole.
early on.
Nice.
Like, dude, I was so fucking bad that day. The guy I was playing against hit a different golf ball, which is it worked out to be a 2-stroke penalty,
Sure.
right? And I still couldn't win the hole.
Yeah.
I think we pushed it or something like that. It was fucking pathetic.
Was Quinny back this year?
Yeah, he was playing.
His hips good?
Yeah. He was a little bit later, but also that sort of lockdown kind of helped him a bit because he
Gave him
didn't
extra time?
Well, he didn't really miss much golf
True.
comparatively. He would have missed April and May solid.
Yeah, fuck. That's
And then like
That's a lot of
and
golf.
he might have pushed it, like it might have
He might have
actually
came
helped in
back
his
early.
recovery. He might have like gone to the range when he shouldn't have or whatever,
yeah,
right?
whatever it was. Yeah.
So it might have helped in his recovery, but yeah.
Good.
His other hip's fucked and needs to get done.
Fuck. Yeah, that was my dad. One hip went, and then the other one was shortly behind it, and then he
Yeah.
fractured one of them, and oh fuck, that's a shit show.
Yeah, I know a few bionic people. Your dad's one of them. My mom's one of them. She's got 2 knees and a hip.
2 knees and a hip.
Oh my god!
Holy fuck!
Fucking crackheads.
It seems like the worst thing ever.
I know someone else who's going in for hip surgery this week.
Jesus Christ!
Quitting. He's going another one. I work with a guy who's our age, maybe a year and a half older. So let's say he's 30.
And got his hip.
He needs both hips done.
What the fuck was he doing?
It's nothing that he's done. It's like a fucking genetic thing or something.
No, it's just
Like, and he does martial arts and he's good at them, and he played soccer a lot of years. Nicely done.
got him, fucker.
I like, again, that it's on camera. People just think you just clapped in the air and
I had to get it for the audio.
He's fit and he's athletic,
Yeah.
but at 30 your hips shouldn't be gone. Shot, no matter what the fuck you're doing.
Really?
I swear.
Huh, weird.
Believe it or not.
Weird.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck?
You
You're
fooled
both,
me.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I noticed it doing high kicks or something. My hips were fucking killing me. Then they would hurt the next day. He went to the doctor and he's like, yeah, he's like, it's very rare. He's like,
no
but
cartilage.
you're fucked.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, so what do I do? And he's like, well, like,
Get him done.
he's like, yours are as bad as like a fucking 60 or 70 year olds
yikes.
that like they are like priority to get their fucking hips done.
Holy fuck.
And we're going up and down ladders all day at work. Like,
That sucks.
yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. I think he's gonna wait
Power
until it's
through
unbearable.
it. Just power through it.
You don't need hips.
It's gonna have no bone
He's
left.
just gonna ask him to chop him off at the waist.
Shit, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, bro. Fucking crazy.
I think not working out because my right knee is usually pretty bad, but I think it's more because like muscle tightness and like the one muscle is pulling my kneecap.
Okay.
I probably should stretch a little more than what I
It sounds
normally do.
Sounds like you could stretch a little more.
Yeah, but it's like it's been nice, like not squatting or deadlifting, and
You find it's helped.
well, I just don't notice it.
Oh.
Right?
Because you're not putting any strain on it.
I'm not putting any strain on it. Like just regular day shit, right?
Yeah, which is no strain.
I'm just so happy we're back. Like rinks are open again.
For the elite members of society.
Yeah. So for the high class.
Yeah.
Uh
I wanted to do a new segment this week.
oh shit.
And it's called CJ Answers.
Oh fuck.
And
Let's fucking do it.
The reason I brought this up because I wanted to surprise you with it.
Okay. I was so down for this.
So
I was gonna do a CJ rants, but then I realized a lot of my rants are like from
retarded.
bad. Well, yes, but like from like bad drivers, like on my way here.
Yeah.
I'm like, it'll just like every other week will just be like about bad drivers.
Oh, and another thing, this guy changed lane. Yeah, you don't want to be fucking ranting about that.
Oh shit! Well, the only reason I thought of it was because that one day I was talking about the yogurts.
Yeah.
It's like shit like that. Like that's so
ridiculous.
funny.
Like, is this guy still
Yo,
talking about
fucking
yogurt?
just mix the yogurt. Fuck, get a mixer and mix it, then put it in the
This
cup.
guy's super passionate about yogurt, and I'm missing something. I don't
You
understand.
are.
I didn't even offer you water. Do you want some?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a glass before we started.
So the segment I think is going to be called CJ Answers,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
I could have it prepared. It could come off the top of
Just
my head,
Off.
and you have to answer the question.
Oh fuck.
And
Is there going to be like a hard answer?
It's got to be okay.
It's just
So
whatever.
let me get through the rules,
Okay.
and you will have answers to your
Fuck, there's
questions.
rules. Shit.
The rules
I don't know
are:
if you know this, but I'm terrible at tests.
is the good answer is totally subjective, and the one
Okay,
scoring it is me.
Cool.
So I will be
Fuck.
determining whether your answer
Yeah.
is good, bad,
Okay.
and I'm judge, jury, and executioner, basically.
Cool.
So,
Down for
so we'll do
this.
CJ answers,
All right.
and it could be. It's not gonna be like a math question or anything like that. It's gonna be like something topical. I'd be
Yeah.
like, explain this to me.
Yeah.
And if you don't explain it adequately, then I'm allowed to shoot you with a gun on YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah. We might have to put it on Facebook.
BB gun.
Facebook will probably
Pellet gun.
let it sit there for a couple hours.
Live leak, at least.
YouTube, it'll be down in seconds.
No one watches.
You'd be
We'll
surprised.
title the episode, CJ shot with gun on live TV. It's just a cap gun, guys. It's not.
yeah, relax. It's all special effects. So next week, my new co-host.
Yeah. We're basically going to be reenacting Squid Game on this thing.
Have you watched that?
I'm almost done it. Not finished yet.
I haven't even.
We're late to the party as we are with everything in this household. We have a child.
I'm not looking forward to it just because of the subtitles.
No, there's no subtitles. It's dubbed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I heard it was subtitles.
Very easy watch.
Oh, fuck. I can do that. I watched fucking Money Heist. That shit's
It's the
dubbed.
exact same.
All right.
I was watching a war movie last night that came out on Netflix called The Forgotten War, and it was dubbed, and it's a Dutch movie. There's some subtitles because when the Germans are speaking, but
the dubbed shit is like
it's pretty good.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I feel like have you watched Money Heist?
No.
So I feel like they did a really good job, but also bad job on choosing the voice actors. Because I feel like their voices that they chose were spot on. But then when you actually hear the other people talk, even though it's not in English, it's like, oh, fuck, that's what your voice sounds like?
Oh, so like you get used to their fake voice.
Yeah, and it's like...
And then their real voice doesn't suit them.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, fuck, you should go talk to that guy and maybe get his voice box or something. Like.
But you know what's funny is like you got used to a voice that isn't theirs.
Yeah.
And if you could speak what language is Money Heist in anyway?
Spanish.
It's a Spanish show?
I think so, yeah.
So if you
like it was like it's all filmed and shot in Spain.
Okay. So if you like watch a show with subtitles, you would be used to their fucking voices. And then if you put on the dub version, you'd be like, this fucking guy sounds nothing like
Listen
him.
to this bitch.
Yeah. I tried putting on the because this Squid Game's Korean.
Yeah.
And I have zero opinion on Squid Game other than it's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
I don't know what like I know that I'm late to the party on it, but I don't care.
Not that late, not as late as me.
Whatever.
At least you're watching it.
I guess. There's nothing else to do. But the dub's pretty good.
Okay. I didn't know it was dubbed.
Yeah, the Korean language is fucking interesting. It's like it's very expressive.
Yeah.
Very expressive.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because like
I wish I could speak a different language.
Duolingo, bro.
Probably not.
It's so easy.
It probably is.
How much time do you spend on Instagram a day?
Not
Even
as
if it's
much
like
as I
15
used to.
minutes.
Yeah.
Just take that 15 minutes and do it on Duolingo.
Yeah.
It's like a game.
Okay.
Like you always like playing games when you're sitting on the toilet.
Always.
It feels like playing a game, except you're learning something.
Maybe I'll look into it. Probably not.
CJ's not going to look into it.
No.
I don't know if I'm going to hit you with a question this week, but I just figured
It's
it'd be
going to be a
segment.
new segment coming down the pipeline. Well, if you
No,
think of
no,
one-
fuck it. We'll do it this week.
All right.
But we'll get there.
Okay. Did you hear the story about the guy that wrote Squid Game?
I know nothing about it.
So the
I
guy
just
that
know
wrote
that
it,
it's a show on Netflix.
wrote it 10 years ago and presented it to like every network out there.
Everyone's like, go fuck yourself.
Literally. Like a month before or earlier this year, before Netflix bought it, he sold his $650 laptop to pay rent.
Wow. So he was like
And now he's a multi-million-dollar
he was
man.
literally a struggling artist.
Yeah. And then Netflix bought the fucking show. And now every huge network is skimming through everything coming out of Korea and Japan and all these places trying to find the next fucking Squid Game.
Yeah, so what's going to happen now is we're going to get a lot of watered down shitty versions that probably got missed for a reason.
Yeah.
But whatever. Good for that guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Fuck, man. That's crazy. 10 years.
That was Sylvester Stallone was homeless.
I feel like a lot of actors
He wrote Rocky.
Okay.
And studios wanted to buy it. But his condition was I'm playing Rocky. And they're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. No, you're not.
Yeah, they're like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So he was so fucking broke, he was basically homeless.
Jesus.
And until
Now
finally
look at him.
someone fucking let him play Rocky.
Good for him.
And
Good for
the
him
rest
not
is fucking
caving.
history. Yeah, and he would not cave. He's like,
Yeah.
no. He's like,
I wrote this for
I wrote
myself.
this and I'm going to be in it. I'm
I
like,
couldn't
holy
see
fuck.
any other person playing Rocky.
Still never seen the movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard. I think I've seen like parts of it, but
Yeah, probably. I think it'd be hard not to.
yeah.
Clips or whatever.
I told somebody in a bar that, and they
probably
were
lost their
fucking
mind.
beside themselves.
Jesus
I'm like, dude.
Relax.
Yeah, like I took
First, relax.
Yeah, first of all, settle down. It's 3:00 in the afternoon.
And
Why are we in
it's
a bar?
Movie.
And it's a movie.
Yeah.
And the guy was like fucking 50. I'm like, bro, you're old. You were a fucking child.
just
That's
left
no,
it.
it's what I fucking said. I was like,
You're old.
I'm like, you're old. You were a child when this came out, when they had nothing but shitty fucking movies in the
it was
70s.
like the greatest movie of all time.
Of all time in
at
the
that time.
70s, and it's probably a fucking shitty movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not watching that fucking thing. I'm like, then I just got defiant with him, and I just was having fun. I was just laughing, but the guy was like fucking beside himself.
Oh my god,
I love that when people are like, oh, "You haven't seen it yet?" It's like, no,
dude.
I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't
I
care
haven't
enough.
even seen all of Sopranos, and I love mafia shit. And it was my uncle's favorite show. I got through maybe like the first 2 seasons, and then it's like I just kind of fell off the wagon.
I did the inverse of you for Sopranos. I got into it like later on.
Oh no,
saw,
no,
like,
no,
the
no.
last,
I'm
like,
talking
3-4
like I
seasons.
just started watching it like
For the first time ever.
this year. Yeah.
Okay. I remember it being on. Like I remember
Yeah, same.
watching the finale.
I remember it being on all the time.
Yeah. I don't remember what those years. Like, early 2000s, it had to be.
Had to be.
That show's like 20 years old.
Yeah, it's old.
But that's another thing. It's like anything that's popular and you haven't seen, people are like, what in the fuck is the matter with you?
Yeah, it's like, dude,
Just didn't get
relax.
around to it.
Have you seen Debbie Does Dallas 4? And they're probably like, no.
I have.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like, it's the greatest movie of all time, bro. I don't even know
I
if
can't
there
believe
is a
they-
4.
Probably. I know there's a 2.
Is there?
I'm pretty sure there's a sequel to that.
Oh, damn.
Those old porn movies are actually just interesting to watch.
I actually haven't.
Not
seen
in a
it.
sexual. You haven't like ever like seen.
I've
Like,
wanted to watch Debbie Does Dallas because it's like, I always say it, but
I have done that like with zero intention of being sexual at all. Like I've watched old porns because they're interesting. As weird as this sounds,
yeah.
I know it sounds weird, but I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. I haven't seen Rocky, but I've seen some older pornography
I've
films.
seen all the old porns.
The reason I started doing that, I've seen like maybe one older
You're
one.
16. And
I've
you binge watched all of them.
No, it was I got when I moved into my house a couple years ago. I got 2 older Playboys as a gift, as like
Yeah.
a housewarming gift, because
Yeah.
my sister-in-law, she collected Playboys.
Cool.
So she has like stacks and stacks of like all the editions. So she gave me a copy from I think 1976 and 1978 or 1979. They're within 2 or 3 years of each other.
Yeah.
And I think a Playboy now is like pretty much every page there's tits and ass.
Couldn't tell
I
you.
think. Back then it was a
Who the
magazine.
fuck buys magazines?
Well, back then they did,
Yeah.
right? But back then it was like a fucking magazine. There's like journalistic stories in there.
Yep.
There's fucking
Yeah,
advertisements.
people would write in like articles and shit.
But it wasn't even like sexual fantasy articles. It was like,
Actual.
this is my opinion on fucking Jimmy Carter as the president. It was fucking interesting, right? So these things were like time portals, I
Yeah.
found.
Yeah.
I also discovered the advertisements are fucking insane. They're all cigarette ads,
Yes.
or they're like some really shitty car that like I don't even think it even exists anymore.
Probably.
Mostly cigarette ads. And in the 70s, I guess there was some sort of weird discourse on tar in cigarettes.
Okay.
So I guess this was like around the time when people started to really figure out the cigarettes were bad for you. And they're like, it's the tar. And the cigarette company's like, it's not the tar.
Relax.
It's all the other shit we put in it. But
Yeah.
tar is not that
It
bad for
might
you.
be an issue, but
Yeah. We'll
let's talk about these other
and then,
products.
and then I think the cigarette companies were like, yeah, don't look at the other shit. It is the tar. So what they did, it's this 1 year specifically, every fucking advertisement is like all tar, all flavor, or it's like less tar, same amount of tar flavor. It's like all of the cigarette
Jesus.
advertisements revolve around the tar content, either high, like some older ones are like, fuck that, we have more tar than ever. People are like, I'm buying that cigarette brand, Cowboy.
Cowboy.
I'm pretty sure there's a Cowboy ad on it.
Oh shit.
And then other ones
That's a
were
good
like,
point, 'cause
other
I've
ones are like,
looked at
we
the ones
lowered,
downstairs.
yeah, we lowered our fucking tar count,
Yeah.
but it still tastes like we have all the tars we ever did before.
Huh.
You're still going to enjoy our Rothman cigarette because it tastes the same.
It's crazy how that shit changed.
I remember.
Have you also noticed that a ton of shows, like, there was always smoking? Like,
Yeah.
people were always smoking.
Squid Game, they're smoking.
And-
Koreans
Well,
smoke a
they don't-
fucking lot.
They don't care.
Yeah.
And now here, it's like, it's not non-existent, but it's like such, like, the frequency is so much lower.
It's rare to, it's weird, almost weird now to see someone smoking,
Yeah.
even in person.
Yeah. It's not like, it's crazy how that shit changes.
And you're used to seeing everyone fucking sucking the robot dicks, vape
Yeah.
nation.
Yeah.
If you go by high school now, the smoker's pit is just fucking vapes. It's kind of embarrassing.
Fuck.
Kids these days are fucking smoke a real cigarette. Like if you're gonna be a teenager, and the whole reason teenagers smoke, for the most part,
Yeah.
is number one, because it makes you cool. Number two, it's good for you. These are real facts.
Yeah.
And number three is you're a fucking teenager and you want to do things that you deem rebellious. That's why,
Yeah,
like,
and your parents said, don't
parents
smoke.
Parents said forever, don't smoke. You're like, soon as I have an opportunity, guess who's smoking?
This guy.
This guy. Obviously, it's not the case always, but like,
I'd say
if
90%
if you're gonna be
of
a
the time.
fucking teenager and be rebellious, don't fucking be rebellious by fucking
I think that's-
vaping.
I
That's
think you
so
literally
dumb.
nailed every reason why kids start smoking.
That's only the reason.
To be cool. I'd say to be cool kind of goes in line with like all your friends are doing it. And
Yeah.
You fucking try one.
I'm just being very general with that.
And
Yeah.
also your parents tell you not to do it. So you're obviously going to go out and fucking try it. And then you end up doing it.
Yeah. And smoking is one of these things. It's like, this is how you know we've been lied to, like, about addictions our entire lives, or like people didn't really understand this. Because like when we were in school, I remember there was like one fucking cigarette, you're hooked for life. And fucking people say it's like quitting heroin. Same thing with heroin. You do heroin once, you do cocaine once, you're hooked forever.
Yeah.
Which is not how addictions work.
Yeah.
Like eventually you get a fucking dependency on them. But there's so much fucking studies out there now, studies, evidence, whatever, that most addictions come down to like fucking some sort of childhood trauma or depression or people being
Whatever
whatever.
it
But
is,
like
yeah.
the real addictions are not fucking, man, I did a fucking line of coke one time and I could not stop ever again.
Just
It's
gotta
not-
have it every day.
It's not usually what happens.
No.
Like, but
No.
but the people that were teaching us were so fucking stupid. The people
They
that taught
didn't
them were so
fucking
fucking
know.
stupid. They didn't know.
Yeah.
But like, if you want to start smoking cigarettes, it takes work. You have to really try to get addicted to cigarettes.
Well, you gotta
You got to smoke consistently
yeah.
for like a month or two. I found.
Really?
Yeah, I remember the first time I felt like I was addicted to a cigarette, and it was over a month from when I started smoking.
Jesus. Yeah, because when did you start smoking?
When I was
Grade
a-
9?
Yeah, 14 years old,
Jesus.
like an idiot.
Fuck.
Seemed like the fun
That
thing
was
to
like
do at the
one
time.
thing I fucking didn't even give a fuck about.
Yeah. But how many people do you
Drinking
know?
beers.
How many people do you know back then that smoked? Say 9 out of 10?
Too many.
A lot, right?
Yeah.
Everyone smoked cigarettes.
Everybody did.
And if they didn't smoke cigarettes during the day, you better
At
believe at a
night,
party,
at
few
a
drinks.
party, yeah, they were smoking.
I only smoke when I'm drinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
you fucking bumming my cigarettes, you fucking
Zach.
cheap bastard. Go buy your own cigarettes.
Zach used to do that all the time in high school. No, I don't smoke, guys. And then we'd go out drinking. I'm a smoke. Chris can have a smoke. He's like, I thought you didn't smoke. Oh shit, that shit's hilarious.
How many people do you know that still smoke?
Not a lot.
Not as many.
No.
So like it hangs around for some.
Does Rob still smoke?
Don't think so.
Vapes.
Occasionally, but I think
Yeah.
like it
He
took
kinda
him a while to
weaned
get
out.
off the smokes. I think
Does Eric?
he's
No.
drinking.
When he's drinking.
There's a few
Uh,
people I know that still kind of smoke sometimes when they're drinking.
Because like Eric used to smoke a lot. Rob used to smoke a lot. You used to smoke a lot. It's been a long time since you smoked.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when you quit.
I'm almost at the age, or I've almost been off cigarettes so long that I'm like my lungs have almost rebounded. Do you remember that like chart that showed how long you smoked for and how? Because lungs are the only organ in the body that actually like regenerates.
Same with your liver.
No, I think once you do damage, your liver won't repair itself.
I'm pretty sure the liver will grow back. Like if you chop part of it off.
Okay, but if you Like you can, because you can donate a portion of your liver, I think.
Yeah, but it like comes back.
I don't think so. Well, we have a computer. Let's find this out.
Yeah. I
But
could
anyway,
be completely
let me
wrong,
s-
but I thought the
let me
liver
say-
was also.
Let me
on
finish
the-
with my
yeah.
fucking misinformation.
Yeah,
And then we'll look at the
I'll,
real stuff.
I'll spew my
You
misinformation.
spill your misinformation.
Yeah,
and
okay,
we'll find
continue.
out. I remember cigarettes, and I thought it was like 7 years after you quit smoking, your lungs were back to the state where as if you had never smoked.
Okay.
And I believed at the time that lungs were the only organ that would repair themselves in such a fashion. How many organs regenerate?
The liver is the only organ in the body that can replace lost or injured tissue, regenerate. The donor's liver will soon grow back to normal size after surgery.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So regenerate's probably not the right word for smoking. I'm going to look up the lungs.
And that is from John Hopkins Medicine.
What do they know?
Yeah, idiots. I smoked weed with Johnny Hopkins. He was blazing that shit up every day.
Cilia in the lungs sweep out debris, mucus, and other pollutants. Lung improvement begins after 2 weeks to 3 months. The cilia in your lungs takes 1 to 9 months to repair. Healing your lungs after smoking is going to take time, but I believe it was like 7 years. Even if you smoked for like a decade,
7 years, you're almost like back to
as if you had never smoked, which was
That's
interesting.
actually fucking. The human body is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
You know what blows
and
my
it's just a
mind?
time thing. It takes a while.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I didn't really know that a lot about.
I don't think we know
The
a lot
lungs.
about anything.
No, I definitely don't.
This is some fucking.
I know
strange,
a
this is
little
strange article.
About some things.
Okay.
I love movies like fucking Limitless. I can't even think of another one where it's like you unlock different parts of your brain and you can do like fucking everything known to mankind.
You see, like movies that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, fuck.
But it's not true.
But if it was.
You would still not know how to
Fucking-
unlock certain parts of
No.
your brain.
No, I'm the last guy that would know how to fucking unlock that shit, but fuck, man.
Was that
If there was a pill, I'd be definitely trying that.
well, there's pills that can make your brain better.
Alpha Brain.
Yeah, there's other ones too. Like
That's all I know because
ground up-
every podcast I listen
ground
to
up
promotes it.
psilocybin mushrooms also help your brain too.
Really?
Yeah, microdosing.
Yo, crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had an ad come up. It was either on YouTube or my Instagram, promoting microdosing mushrooms in Ontario.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, holy fuck. I meant to get the link and send it to you. I totally forgot.
Well, I did it. I was in a study.
Yeah, I know you were in it,
Yeah,
but
like a
like it was
4-month
like
study on
under
it.
the fucking radar. But now it's like, dude, I'm getting ads for it. Like, you need this.
You need to fucking
You idiot.
Yeah, mine was very much fucking homemade concoction, but I feel like it was doing something. It's been a few. I've been off them a few months.
Other than the weird twitch you have every once in a while.
Yeah.
it's
Other
fine.
than that,
in
like
the-
this
in the
weird-
sixth toe.
yeah. Besides that,
You're
pretty
fine.
much
Yeah.
better than normal.
I can run faster.
Fuck
And
no.
swimming's fantastic.
Breathe underwater now. Yeah,
Yeah, I just thought that was fucking crazy. I didn't think that would like ever happen. Or at least
that's the next
not
legalized
this
thing.
soon.
It's going to be like, but it won't be legalized in the sense that we're familiar with like marijuana and alcohol.
No,
It'll
it won't
be
like that.
it'll be like your therapist will prescribe it to you,
Yeah.
and it probably would be most effective done in conjunction with like therapy, because I think how they're studying it now is mostly they're using it with people that have like depression, anxiety disorders, PTSD, because that's how you can. A lot of this is like, how do you get grants, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, we're not just going to like give it to the random public, because people are like, well, what the fuck is that going to accomplish? Oh, we'll put it on someone we know has a disorder
Yeah.
and see if it helps their disorder.
Yeah.
Apparently it does.
The you would I think you'll know this. Oh shit, where was I? What was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, so I think in the ad it was like you can do like two, like one of the studies was for like the psychedelic part, and then the other part was, or like majority of it was to that you wouldn't hallucinate, you wouldn't like have any of this shit, but
That's the microdosing.
so that's just because you can't like take that out from mushrooms, right? Like if you take
It's all dose level.
yeah. So no matter, but you know how like weed, you have like CBD and THC.
Mm-hmm.
Mushrooms aren't like that. Where you
No,
can,
I
like,
don't believe so.
extract like certain parts,
Certain
or we
elements.
haven't got.
No,
to that point.
it just comes down to a dose thing.
Okay. That's
So-
what that's what I thought, but I
So
wanted
like
to clarify.
you can give people a dose and guarantee that they're not going to even feel it.
Yeah.
Because I think the whole point is just to get below just like perception that you're on them, and that's where you get the benefits of them. So you get the benefits of mushrooms even when you like take a huge dose and fucking trip out. You're still getting the benefits, but the reasoning you're not getting like prolonged benefits is because you don't want to be fucking tripping your balls off 8 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
So the
How
idea
long does it last?
mushrooms
Yeah.
depends, a couple hours.
Like just like I don't know. Like what would be if you wanted to trip? Like
I would
gram?
say well, a gram is a dose. That's like if you give someone a gram, they're gonna feel it,
Okay.
and that's usually like that's like the fun level of mushrooms, where like people laugh a lot,
Sure.
kind of like your vision's a little changed, but like you're not like bugging out.
Okay. How long for that?
How long would that last?
Yeah.
I would say like 3-4 hours,
Oh shit. Okay.
because like I did so many mushrooms one time. I'm pretty sure time stopped. Right? Like
I've heard the
I've like
story.
I did the heroic dose, which
Yeah.
is 3.5 to 5 grams of mushrooms. That's what
Yeah.
it's called, and that's where like you go
You go deep.
deep.
Yeah.
I don't really remember too much. It's like kind of like being in a dream and waking up.
Weird. Maybe you did just fall asleep.
Maybe you probably did.
Man, I have this crazy.
Just nod it off.
Yeah.
I would say it comes in waves, right? But like even like the waves where you come down, like you're still not like down,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, oh fuck, here we go, back in.
And we're going back up.
Don't even really remember most of it, and I've done mushrooms a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I would say like an hour, anywhere between like 15 minutes to an hour is when you're gonna start feeling them, and then like to like really be in like the thick of like that high, no matter what the dose level is, I would say 3 to 4 hours off the top of my head.
Gotcha.
And you come down. But I've also done mushrooms that seem to last fucking 8 hours until like you're
Jesus.
fully out of it.
Fuck.
But the thing about it is, I guess it depends on when you're doing it. Like if you take them at like, let's say 9 a.m. and you like do a day of doing mushrooms, you're probably going to feel them until like
if
they
you do
fully
them in
wear
the
off.
evening, you're
But
going
if
to sleep.
you
at
fall
some
asleep
point.
at some point. So like the like remaining parts, you kind of slept off at a certain
Yeah.
point, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But like when we did them with a couple buddies of ours at my house, when you were there,
Yeah.
like I was up to like 3 a.m. fucking
I think I
still
left
kind of tripping.
not early that
You
night.
guys left at like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And I think we did them at like
10.
10:30 or 11.
We were playing poker.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Yeah, and then
No, it wasn't
fucking-
poker.
No, we were playing euchre.
Euchre.
And then
Euchre.
I remember that.
Yeah. You're
I was
like, I can't look at the
I
cards
can't even look at the
anymore.
cards
Yeah.
because I did a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because somebody took a bite and then
I'm like, I can't let you do that alone.
We're going in it together, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck, here we go.
It
Shaman
was good.
CJ's
It was good when it
coming
was
out.
good, and it was bad when it was bad. We'll just leave that story alone.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
it's 3-4 hours, I'd say, to like really be in like the thick of it.
Okay.
So like even if you do a dose, like you don't need to. The thing is the first time I did them, I considered it like weed times 1,000, which is probably a bad description because also the first time I did it, I did not just do a dose, like a
Yeah.
gram. I did like 3 or 4 grams.
Yeah.
I was like 17.
Yikes.
So, I did that, And like as it's like building up and it like starts to kick in, that's when I thought it was like weed times 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also thought it was weed times 1,000 because I got like paranoid, and it felt like really paranoid times 1,000. I was really laughy before that times 1,000. But that's not really what mushrooms are. They're not like something you do to like, not for me. I don't like to do them to get fucked up because I find they fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
That's my interpretation of them.
Yeah.
They kind of scare the shit out of me, as I think they should. I don't think you should be not scared of them.
I just find it how the, like, like, okay, sure, you trip your fucking balls off, whatever.
You can't, yeah.
But it grows from the fucking ground.
Yeah.
You like, nobody's like fucking injecting it with fucking some shit.
There's no fentanyl in it.
Yeah. Like, and same with weed. Like, to me, it boggles my mind that it grows from the ground. Why haven't we banned carrots?
Because carrots don't get you fucked up, bro.
How do you know? Maybe you just haven't had the right dose. Just saying, maybe you need to eat 100 carrots and then fucking holy shit. You know, like,
yeah, you eat an entire bag of baby carrots. Only baby carrots will fuck you up. Even though it's real carrots.
You got to fast for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then a whole bag of carrots.
Yeah. With one ginger ale. And that's how you fucking get in there.
No ginger ale. No liquid.
No liquid at all. Just carrot juice.
Just carrot juice.
Yeah, you probably trip.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Nobody's just found the dosage yet. And we all think it's fine.
Well, here's...
that's my thing. It's like, like we've put on all these, like...
It's dumb. That's the answer.
Yeah.
People don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I
They're
understand, like, heroin.
I don't even understand those.
Cocaine.
They're both plants. They're also plants.
Okay, so, like, if you're... Cocaine, the way cocaine is made...
It's processed. So is heroin.
With fucking diesel.
Allegedly.
Okay, that I don't understand. Like, coca leaves, if you were just to, like, rip off the leaves and eat the leaves, you get, like, a head high.
It's apparently like smoking a cigarette or something. Yeah, you get like a head high.
Yeah, because there was a guy I ended up stumbling upon, and he does vlogs, but he travels like all these crazy places, like in South America and wherever. And he was wherever he was in this one. He was, I don't want to say it was Colombia, but maybe it was.
It grows all over the jungles of South America. I was just watching a hunting show, and they were in Bolivia. They were in Bolivia, and they were just eating coca leaves.
Yeah, so he's going up, like, he's at high altitudes, like in these mountains, there's like little towns, and he gets to this like little restaurant, and he's like, man, I feel like nauseous and lightheaded. And
here you go, son. Have some coca leaves.
Well, he's like, can I get a coca tea? Because that's like the thing. And he literally had the coca tea. He's like, I feel good now.
Great.
And like, that's their thing, because they're at such high altitudes when they have...
Helps with altitude sickness.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then like, there was one time I'm like, him and his buddy like pulled over, and there was like a coca farm, and they ripped off leaves. They were eating them. Like, cool. What if...
Yeah, I was going to say, that feels a little risky.
Yeah. What if the fucking security dude
sees you fucking
in the cartel comes strolling by? Hey, boys, what do you think you're doing? Oh, you're going to eat our coca?
No.
I don't think so. You're going to come with me. And there goes that guy.
Not fucking happening.
Like, that shit, I'm like, man, cool. Like, cool, you did it, I guess. And like, you're okay, but maybe think a little bit. Like, who the fuck do you think owns these things down here?
Yeah.
I don't even want to say hi to that guy. Fucking shit my pants.
Anyway.
Yeah. That shit I don't understand.
I understand it fully. I totally get it. It's a fucking plant. All of our fucking medicines are plants.
You agree with me. Like, you just like don't understand like why it's fucking...
Well, like I understand.
Again, I understand why cocaine that like you get from a dealer today and heroin, I understand that shit because it's mixed with other shit and processed in ways that it shouldn't be processed. I also, how did somebody figure out, let's dump gasoline in it, then siphon out the top, and like it's
pretty interesting.
It fucking blows my mind, man.
It's pretty interesting. The thing that fucks me up about humans is they have done literally everything.
Yeah.
through trial and error.
Except try to overdose on carrots.
Except try to overdose.
Actually,
on
somebody's
carrots.
probably
Someone's
overdosed.
Probably
but we
overdosed
didn't,
on carrots, and then he died. And they're like, we're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, but we also he probably tripped his balls off, and we never know what that dosage
It was
is.
just DMT flooding his brain right before he died.
Yeah, he had one carrot too many.
You gotta be careful around carrots. They'll fucking get you.
Yeah, they always said carrots was good for your eyes.
I think that was a lie too.
Most definitely was, I think, but I'm gonna tell my kid
one of my
that.
favorite things that I saw online was like, pretty much everything since the food pyramid has turned out to be a lie. Like what we were talking about, like
Oh my God.
food pyramid was fucking insane.
Yeah, I hope they got rid of that.
I think they only just got rid of it.
It's insane. Like to think
They only just updated it
because
within the
now,
last couple of years.
yeah, well, there's been so many studies on like all these different diets. Look at keto, the
Basically, you
carnivore diet.
Yeah.
Like, there's been all these diets, and the thing is, no two people are the same.
No.
Like your diet is
Terrible.
way different than my diet, which is also not good right now. Hang on, you're telling me Dairy Queen 3 times a week is bad
Are you
for
that?
me?
Are you up that high?
No,
I
no.
wish.
Like twice a week sometimes.
That's impressive.
Like that's a strong week right there.
That's a solid week.
Yeah.
It's a good week of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, like basically eat fruits and vegetables and eat meat. Leave out all the bullshit. Breads.
Well, breads here are terrible for you.
Yeah.
It's because they're mass produced and there's all this like
Grain's not good.
no.
Yeah.
You go over. I've heard going to Italy and shit, and they're like, don't get me wrong, there's exceptions, but they're all like skinny and they all eat fucking bread.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it and pasta.
Yeah, I'm just jealous.
Same.
And they smoke like chimneys.
But they don't put the shit in it that we do,
It's how they
or how they grow it, or
it's how
whatever.
how they bred it. Like they bred it for a higher yield. So they did that, and it added more complex glutens, apparently. Which the more complex glutens you have, the harder it is for your body to digest and break down.
Right.
And then it becomes bad for your gut. And it's this whole fucking cyclical cycle.
Gotcha.
But like grains in general aren't good. Like people always are like, oh, well, look at fucking Korea and Japan. They eat a lot of rice and stuff like that, and they're all skinny. Like grains can't be all bad for you. Okay, you're right. They are skinny. They live a different sort of lifestyle.
Yeah.
But their diabetes is still through the fucking roof over there.
Yeah.
Well,
all the white rice turns to sugar.
Exactly. Same thing as eating white bread or any bread, right?
Yeah.
It's no different.
But it's like at the same time, you look at these like the athletes. It's like you can have diets that are extraordinary and like crazy. Like strongman, Brian Shaw. If you go to his YouTube channel, you can find days where he goes through like what I eat in a day, or he does like the 10,000 calorie challenge. And he has 10,000 calories in a day. But
I could probably do that.
His normal diet, when like I think now he's like trying to slim down a little bit and whatever. But the guy was 6'8", 440 pounds, like 2 years ago.
How much is a large pizza? How many calories is that?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm pretty sure I could do this 10,000 fucking calorie
I
diet.
don't think you could.
Okay, well, I think we're going to. We're going to do it as fucking content for the YouTube channel.
I'll try, but I just typed in large pizza.
Pizza's advertising.
And I just got all these. No way.
That's got to be per slice.
Oh, definitely.
CJ sees that it's 266 calories.
Oh, I can do pizza. 2,200 calories.
All right, so
that's for a 14-inch pizza.
Just a pepperoni pizza.
Regular crust, yeah. Maybe that's just cheese.
Can you pick?
Yo,
give me a Little Caesars hot and ready.
Little Caesars.
Yeah, just the original.
Hot and ready.
Yeah.
Pepperoni pizza.
Give me what's the full pizza?
One pie.
2,500 calories.
2,500 calories.
This fucking $10,000 challenge is
10,000 calorie?
$10,000.
$10,000?
$10,000 challenge,
Okay.
which you will give me when I eat 10,000 calories.
I don't have that.
I will accept $10. You can pay for the food.
Do you accept Bitcoin?
Yes.
I know you do.
I accept $10,000 in Bitcoin. Okay, 2,500. That's 4 pizzas.
Yeah.
Done. I could do that easily
Really?
without even thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm a fucking glutton
Yo,
with everything.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure he ate pizzas. He had a protein shake that had, if not the whole tub of peanut butter, close to it.
That'd be
along
like
with
cement.
along with 2 Tom and Jerry's ice cream. And even then, I think he was like just over.
Now I'm starting to rethink this because I'm thinking about that dude that was in a Waffle House for 24 hours. and I know I can destroy a Little Caesars hot and ready pizza.
Yeah.
Can I do 4 of them in a day? I'm still thinking yes. But will I
think in a
ever
day-
But that's what it is, right? It's 10,000 calories in a day. Or is
Yeah.
this a single meal that he's trying to
Yeah.
do it in?
No, it's a day.
I think I can do it.
It's a day.
CJ just looking up the $10,000
Brian
million
Shaw.
dollar. It's not, if it's a 10,000 calorie meal, I'm fucked. There's no way.
Oh, 25,000 calories. Sorry. His day of eating was 12,000 calories.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm out.
He did 25,000
I'm out.
calories.
I'm pretty sure
So,
I could do 10,000 calories.
Underestimated. Underestimated. Yes, 4 years ago, his full day of eating was roughly 12,000 calories, and then
This
1
guy
week
is-
ago, he's down to 9,700 calories.
This guy is fucking gigantic, though.
He's huge. World's strongest man. Like 4 years. He's
Jesus
won it 4
Christ.
years. Not in a row. I think won 2 back to back, and then the other ones were like a year apart.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's insane, man. These guys, like, again, but he's training so fucking hard.
No, that's it. He's
7
burning
days.
it off.
Yeah, 7 days a week. And also, the man is gigantic. He's 6'8".
That's a big dude.
Him at the, like, just being 6'8" alone, you're burning more calories than I would just walking around. If we weighed the same, or like, I guess that wouldn't really make sense either. But like, I don't know
if you guys
what the
weighed
ratio.
the same and you still had your height, you'd be as wide as this fucking table.
Yeah, no,
He's probably like 300 pounds.
no,
No,
I'm
he's probably
saying
bigger
like,
than that.
like for being 6'8", and for me being like 5'6", if we weighed what would be the equivalent to like a regular dude for that size, he's going to burn more calories walking around just because of like how
His height.
big, yeah,
Just
how
to like
big he is.
be this big.
So to be 6'8", but then also be 440 pounds, and a lot of it is muscle. A lot of it is muscle.
440?
440. Thor used to be 440. Have you seen that guy now? This man is fucking ripped.
How often, like,
I
I go back and I look at old porns because I think they're interesting. How often do you beat off to
All the time.
muscle builders?
All the time.
Just like, how jacked is Thor Bjornsson? Oh yeah, he's
It's because I
jacked.
follow him and like, dude,
What the fuck, man?
like he's fucking ripped. His abs, like one of his abs is bigger than my arm.
It's like a fist.
And like that was him during Game of Thrones, and that wasn't even his biggest. Like when he deadlifted, like, dude, he's huge. Look at
Holy
his legs.
fuck, man.
Like he's gigantic. Again, he's like,
You're
fucking
into
6'8".
a whole different sort of world that I'm not even familiar with.
yeah.
It's very interesting.
Have you seen his girlfriend?
I have. She's tiny in comparison.
She's Canadian too.
Is she? Good for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Good old Canadian gal living in Iceland.
Yeah.
Better country.
Looks,
All right.
That's a beautiful place.
Let's wrap this up and do Chris
All right.
predicts.
Chris
we have
predicts.
a fucking long Chris predicts
Yeah.
this week.
Dun, 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 dun.
It is wizard time. Okay, friends and family,
Get ready.
we're catching up on episode 58, 59. Chris predicts.
Yep.
Predictions.
Yeah.
Laundry list of shit to go through here. Okay, this is so long ago. And because we recorded 2 in 1 week, I wasn't able to catch up with the MLB playoffs. So now we're in the World Series.
Holy fuck.
But at this time,
Yeah, we've missed
the
one.
Rays didn't know who they were playing, and the Giants didn't know who they were playing. The Rays lost to Boston. The White Sox lost to the Astros. The Astros have now beaten Boston. They're in the World Series. The Giants lost to the Dodgers, and the Braves beat the Brewers, and the Dodgers just lost to the Braves. So you now have a World Series consisting of the Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves starting tonight.
Oh, shit.
October, whatever day it is, 24th. 24th of October. So I took the Rays, I was wrong. I took the Sox, I was wrong. I took whoever won the wild card in the National League. That was the only one I got right out of the 3 out of the 4.
Yikes.
I bet the last 2 series. Also got them. Got them wrong.
It happens.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even get the NFL. So that week, that was the first week we did NFL. Maybe second week. And
Yeah, that was
went
week 5 of the NFL.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
10 out of 14?
10 for 14.
That's
Not bad.
that's fucking good score.
That's a good score. Yeah, considering the week before that in my soccer, I went 7 out of 10. Then the following week, I went 10 out of 14.
That's
Week
all
8.
right. Fuck.
So that was my NFL predictions. How are we doing this week? Not so good, I'll be honest. Episode 59. This
We didn't do
was week 6, I believe.
Yeah.
And this was match week 8 in the EPL. So in the EPL, I went 1, 2, 3 for 10.
Not good.
Having the extra level, but I picked a couple draws, right? This is the problem. You really have 3 options in a pick.
Yeah.
Not still pretty piss poor.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games in the NFL I picked that week, of which I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 12, 50%. Not a great week, episode 59, I'll be honest.
Oh, yeah, that was a rough week. That was Thanksgiving, too. We had other shit on our mind, like good food.
Yeah, I also don't watch the NFL.
No, neither do I.
Okay. That went fairly fast. Oh, there we go. Where I'm going.
Well, it was just...
Wrong fucking way. Here we go. All right. Episode 60. We also have the World Series, of which the Houston Astros are going to win
Okay. And that whole thing starts today.
tonight. So the
Wow.
series should be wrapped up by next week.
That's crazy.
Baseball. Houston Astros. That's my prediction. I'm also predicting 6 games. I'm not predicting who's winning the 6 games. The series is going 6 games. I also have a separate bet for that.
Okay.
I don't know why. Because I'm dumb, maybe? Probably. Match week 10 in the EPL. Leicester versus Arsenal. Leicester's beaten Arsenal. Liverpool's beaten Brighton. City's beaten Palace. United is beating Spurs. Watford's beating Southampton. Chelsea's beating Newcastle. Burnley and Brentford is going to be a hard-fought draw. Norwich and Leeds. Fucking both teams are just terrible. If Leeds don't win, they deserve to be relegated. That's my statement on that. Aston Villa and West Ham, another hard-fought draw. And Wolves will beat Everton.
All right.
Now, here we go. This is NFL Sunday Week 8. Okay?
So
this is not this week, following
it's
week.
the following week. Okay.
These games are not happening today.
Gotcha.
They're happening next week. And it's just the Sunday games for those following along at home. Panthers against the Falcons. Falcons. Titans and Colts. Titans. Bengals versus the Jets. Yuck. Bengals. Eagles are going to beat the Lions. The 49ers are beating the Bears. I don't know any of these teams. Well, I know who the teams are. I just don't know if any of them are good. Seahawks are beating the Jaguars. The Broncos are beating Washington football team. The Bills will beat the Dolphins.
Washington football.
What's the name of them? No. They used to be called the Redskins.
Oh, man.
And then the NFL made them change the name.
No, it's just so funny.
Now they're the Washington
It's
football team.
the worst name.
I kind of like it because I
ever.
think he's like, fuck you. It's his way of saying fuck you back to the league.
You still though is
Because like they want
worst.
like a team name. And he's
Yeah.
like, no. We had a team name. You made us change it. Listen, like apparently Redskins is a horribly offensive term. I'm sympathetic to that. But I also am sympathetic to the owner saying fuck you to the league
Yeah,
because you
me
made me
too.
change my name.
Yeah.
I think both things,
I think it's hilarious.
both
but
things
it's-
should be allowed to
it's
exist.
just so bad. Yeah.
I'm sure
I would have
these-
called it the football team of Washington.
Let's say the Browns are going to beat the Steelers. How about that?
I like
CJ?
the Browns. Could you take the Browns to the Super Bowl?
All right. Rams are beating the Texans. That's a guarantee. Patriots versus Chargers. Tough one. In LA, Chargers. Tom Brady is going to beat the New Orleans Saints. And the Cowboys versus Vikings. I'm going to take the Vikings because I know that CJ is going to bet on the Cowboys. So I'll go ahead and write cunt beside that one right away. Oh, what I also forgot to catch up was CJ owes me $15.
No, I owe you 5.
You owe me 10.
I owe you 5.
5. Well, this one's a wash.
Yeah, that's a wash. And then I bet 3 of the football games.
And
you got
lost.
2, and I won 1.
Yeah, I owe you 5.
I owe you 5.
I know. Okay, friends.
Write that down, and we'll just do a tally.
CJ owes
5.
Fucking run.
Hopefully, I don't rack this up.
I'll cash you in at $100. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You got till $100.
All right.
All right, friends. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a lot of predictions.
Yeah, that's a big week. Although it was quick.
Anyone observing the Halloween holiday, I hope you enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Be safe. Have fun.
Go eat all the candy.
Yeah, eat your
because
kids'
I
candy.
will be. I'm gonna make sure I only buy the good candy.
I only buy it on Halloween. If it's in the house before, I'll crack into it.
Me too.
Yeah, I'll go like 2 hours before it gets dark.
I'll crush that shit.
Yeah, and I'm often
It's
like
so
eating
bad.
one as the kids are coming.
So bad.
Yeah.
1 for you, 2 for me.
Yeah.
This house was shit. Fuck you. I'm eating here, kid. Fuck you. I used to love going to like the rich neighborhoods to get all the because some of them would give you full candy bars.
You lived in a rich neighborhood.
No, I'm talking about like the rich.
The mega rich.
Yeah, they used to give full candy bars. There was one year that's the only place I went. Full candy bars everywhere. It's fantastic. And then I came home, stole all my candy.
You all your candy got stolen?
No, I stole like what my parents were giving out.
Oh, the extras.
Yeah.
This is a good year.
And this is for me.
Good year.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Mail.twoseasonapod@gmail.com. Facebook, 2seasonapod. YouTube, 2seasonapod. And thanks for watching. Happy Halloween. And we'll see you guys next week.
See you
We're
later.
out. Deuces.